Welcome to the half face drawings video. I'm going to go through the different things you're going to need to do to complete your half face drawing. Start with a B pencil, one that is good for drawing and shading. You're going to need your picture to trace. You're going to need a piece of drawing paper, and you're also going to need a light box like this, or you can always put it on a window and trace through a window as long as it's a sunny-ish day out and it's not nighttime, obviously. Put your drawing paper down over top of your printout. Now for this part, you're really only going to have to draw the right side if you're right-handed or the left side if you are left-handed. I also use some painter's tape to tape it down on my light box. Then I'm going to take my drawing pencil and I'm going to start to draw a line wherever there is a change in value. So if it changes from black to white or from black to gray, I'm going to draw a line. And even if there's a shadow there, we're going to define where that shadow is. So we're not going to be able to see everything perfect, and we're going to do our best to get all the important details here in this part. So I don't want you to stress too much about getting the eyes, nose, and everything perfect. We can do that in the next step. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our printout and we're going to cut it in half with the paper cutter. You need to be very careful with this. You're going to take your hand, push it all the way to the top so it's pressed up against this ruler like this. Your left hand is going to hold down the paper like this, and the right hand is going to bring down the blade, keeping your left hand far away from the blade. Pull it down, and that will cut your paper in half. And you need to save the other piece, so don't get rid of one of the pieces. You have to have them both. Then what you're going to do is take rubber cement, scrape off the excess, and you're going to put rubber cement on the back of the opposite side. So whatever side you traced, you want to glue down the opposite side. So put that rubber cement on. And the nice thing about rubber cement is that it's not going to dry immediately. Once you stick it down like this, you can still move it around slightly and make it line up with your drawing that you just did. So make sure it lines up properly. All your lines connect. And press it down with your hand to make sure it sticks. And then we're going to cut off any excess that we don't need. So there's this white part at the bottom here. I'm going to lift up the blade, push it to the back against the ruler, put it under the blade, and we're going to cut just like this. Now what we're going to do is make sure we have our B pencil and our blender, and we're going to start to add in the value. Now you're going to notice I can't even see the other half of the face right now that I glued down, because what I'm looking at is the piece that I just cut on the right. We're calling that our answer key. I want you to think about if you're in math class and your teacher hands you the answers to the test and then says, show your work. So you have the answers. The answers are right there on your left. All you have to do is look at that key and fill in the shadow. If it's dark under the nose, you make it dark on the right-hand side. You just want to match all of your values. Now, no matter whether your person is black or white or any other race, you need to make sure that you're using your blender to blend the skin tone so that it matches the skin tone on the right. Even if your person has white skin, it still needs to be blended very lightly with a very light gray. And then I have my finished picture here. This is Michael Jordan from the Chicago Bulls. What I'm going to do when it's finished is take my rubber cement one last time, and I'm going to make kind of a frame around the outside of it. You don't need to put it over the entire back, just kind of around the outside of the frame here. Once you have it all the way around like this, you're going to stick it down on a black sheet of paper, and that's going to make for a nice frame. And don't panic too much. Like I said, with rubber cement, it doesn't stick right away. You just want to make sure that it's lined up and that it looks nice and it's not crooked on that sheet of paper. And you want to press it down gently with your hand. Don't rub your hand on it because the graphite could smear a little bit. And you are done. Once you are finished, you should have a finished half-face drawing like this. And hopefully you're happy with how it came out. Thanks for watching.